Welcome to VistaTalks, interesting discussions with interesting people from all around the world. I am your host for today, María Roa, and I have the honor today to be joined by three remarkable women. You might have seen them before in a previous interview a year ago because we love to have them here. They are Schlegel, Eva Klaudinyova, and Silvia Avary, founders of Women in Localization, the leading global community for the advancement of women on the localization industry with over 9,000 members. As most of our audience probably know, Women in Localization is a professional organization that aims to create an open, collaborative forum where women can share their expertise and experience and help one another move forward in their careers. We're doing this special episode today because we have something very special to celebrate, and it is their 15th anniversary, 15 years promoting, mentoring, networking, educating, and promoting career advancement. By the way, I'm very proud to say that VistaTech is a sponsor of Women in Localization. Anna, Eva, and Silvia, you're very welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you.
Yeah, let's start because we have, I think, quite a bit to talk about. So I think maybe, Anna, you can start. 15 years is quite a long time. Can you let us know how everything started?
Yes, 15 years flew by. We were saying this week, sometimes it feels like 5 years, sometimes it feels like 50 years, sometimes it feels like 15 years. I love how you introduced us. It really is a global community. It really is to advance women and to advance the industry, right? So those are our three pillars. And Silvia and I used to work together at VeriSign, and we did not see a lot of women around, and many of the corporations that we had already been in touch with, and we decided to form the Northern California Women in Localization for a while there, and then we opened it up to many other chapters, and it really opened up very, very quickly. And it's been the ride of our lives. And I always tell Silvia and Eva, when we're 70 and 80 and 90, we'll still be talking and doing Women in Localization, because the demand for it and the wait list is quite remarkable.
It is
really
amazing
cool stuff.
that you went only from those numbers, 70 to like 9,000 that I just mentioned. I mean, like that is amazing. Right. And only from like a small group in like a side of the United States to like all over the world.
Yeah. And it's 9,000 members, but we have thousands and thousands, probably like 30,000 followers around the world. We are in about 30 sites, and we're about to open 3 others by the end of December. And then for next year, we have a whole other set of towns or countries where women have been waiting very patiently. So we're very, very thankful.
No, thank you for everything that you guys do. Eva, can you please share your experience in implementing operational excellence strategies in the events industry?
Yes, actually, when we were starting with our events, we weren't worrying about operational excellence and how to go about creating this massive organization that exists right now. That was never the dream. It just evolved organically. What we focused on was the human factor. We knew that there was a huge need for networking, for the personal connection. 15 years ago, there were no lock walks or Lock Lunch, all these things that have popped up in the past few years. There was nothing. There was one conference, and there was not enough, since it only collected a few hundred people, and not everybody could afford it. So we filled the gap, a huge gap that was in our industry at that time. We also realized that the best person who is qualified to help a woman is another woman in a similar profession, because only another woman can understand the unique challenges that we who were working in the Silicon Valley, mostly in the IT sphere, have been going through at that time. We also wanted to make sure that the organization was founded on 2 pretty important democratic principles. One was that the membership and access to events will be free. Because yes, for somebody in America who is making a good salary, paying a membership to a professional organization is a drop in a bucket. But what about other countries where they're earning only fraction of the salary, right? And then you're already creating a disparity and discriminate against people in other countries. So that's why in the last 15 years, we have never expected our members to pay anything. We also built organization on the principle of zero hierarchy. You come to our event and somebody who's just entered the industry as the project coordinator is talking to a director of a localization team, and there is no problem doing that. In titles at our events don't matter. It's about seniority and about the fact that the senior women feel the need and feel called to share their experience and help those who are entering the industry or who are a little bit more less experienced than them. And they're working to uplift them, to help them, to advise them, and sometimes simply just to commiserate them, because we found out that that is also a very important aspect of our events, finding somebody who shares the same challenges and can commiserate the same things that we localizers have to deal with every day. So for us, it was never about operational excellence. For us, it was always about people, and it was important to put people first. And everybody tried to do the best thing they could, and that's how the operational excellence grew out of that.
Okay, you were talking about a few challenges. Which ones do you think were like the key challenges that you faced, and how did you overcome them?
The biggest challenge for us has been this completely unexpected and extremely fast growth. Remember, we're an organization full of volunteers. We don't have paid employees. So for us, we did everything as free as possible in the first few years, and our infrastructure couldn't keep up with the massive interest that we had from new future chapters all around the world. So we had to restructure the org completely, like literally from 1 year to another, it became a completely different organization. And suddenly we had programs, and programs had their directors, and each program had their own volunteers. Wow. We had to become nonprofit, and Silvia is the one who spearheaded all of that effort and did all of that work. So thank you so much, Silvia. And that official status allowed us to get proper sponsors who started sponsoring us so that we could start making investments into infrastructure, into having proper platforms, website, tools to manage membership, and so on. So that was this unexpected growth has always been our biggest challenge. And even today, we feel like we're one step behind the growth. We also had too many new chapter requests. We love to see the interest in so many different locations in the world. But as I said, our infrastructure is lagging behind a little bit. And in this case, it's the people infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So we created this massive global expansion program, biggest program we have. We found multiple geo managers for our chapters for every geography. We created a playbook for all new chapters so that their start would be as easy as possible. But still, we feel like we're a couple of years behind on our wait list because we get more new chapters signing up on the wait list than we can physically open in a year. So for us, it's really amazing to see. But at the same time, we're hoping that people who have been waiting for a while will keep waiting patiently. We definitely don't want to overlook anyone in any geography. It is literally us trying to catch up through pure volunteer work with all of that interest from all around the world. And the last challenge that we're facing is because we have hundreds of volunteers who all have full-time jobs. Keeping those volunteers motivated is a constant effort, and we're running multiple initiatives to do that, but we still haven't figured it out completely. So once we do, I will for sure let you know how we did that.
No, it does sounds like a hard job because, as you say, having everyone to be a volunteer and having to keep up with so many people wanting to join has to be a little crazy, I have to say. I mean,
it's a big job. It's a big job.
It is. Me being an events organizer, for me, it is hard as being my main job. I mean, so I have to understand for like people who are trying to do it, keeping up this with their main job. I mean, it has to be crazy. Thank you for that.
Amazing. Yeah, we have amazing volunteers for sure.
Yeah.
Very dedicated, very hardworking.
So Silvia, let's go with you now. I want to know, we were talking about at the beginning that you have your 15-year anniversary and you're going to have a party. So let us know, can you share any details of what is in the store for the people attending?
Yes. Well, if you came to our 10th anniversary, you know we can throw a party. We had and we're planning an even better one. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be an amazing evening for our guests. And well, let's go for the program. Like, we're going to start the night with a cocktail hour where people can come in, get a drink, network, and then we'll follow with a chef's buffet, planning amazing food there, with plenty of wine, beer, and some other beverages. Then we sit down for dinner, and we have invited some powerhouse ladies, and Anna is the moderator. She can talk more about that later. We'll also have a book launch during the dinner. And then, of course, we, after we finish dinner and everything, we open up the dance floor, and we have a great DJ, and we're gonna dance the night away. Super, super fun.
It does sound like fun. So Anna, can you let me know a little bit more about the speakers?
Yes, so we're going to hear from three wonderful, incredible leaders. First, from Alicia Castillo and Teresa Strickland will be joining me on a panel. And Alicia is a dear friend. She's an angel investor, probably like one of the top female angel investors here in the Silicon Valley, if not in the States. And Teresa Strickland, she's currently the head of innovation for Nike. I met Alicia and Teresa at the Women in Boards at the Santa Clara University, where they were both teachers. So I was their student there. And then we will hear from Minette Norman, and Minette Norman comes from our industry. So she was a top globalizer for Autodesk, and she's the author also of 2 books, Boldly Inclusive Leader and Psychological Safety Playbook. So the 3 of them are very powerful, and I can't wait just for this, just for this.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be incredible. Yes. Thanks for asking, because that's going to be a very nice part of the evening.
No, thank you for that. It's going to be incredible. It does sound like people are going to have a great time to meet in person, which is important too, because they haven't had that time for a long period. So it's going to be amazing, I think.
It will. And we have some surprises too. On top of all the things that I mentioned, we're going to have some surprises. So it's not a party to miss.
Okay.
And you're all invited.
So for people who want to attend, because this is important, can you share the details of the venue, the date, and how they can get a ticket to go? Because that's the most important thing. What do they have to go? What do they have to do if they want to go?
Absolutely. So it is a beautiful venue. It's in downtown San Jose, called the Glass House. It's all glass everywhere. It's so, so pretty. And it's going to be on October 12th at 6 p.m. And that's right after Lock World ends for those attending the conference. And it's such a great way to end a whole week of learning and networking with friends. Like, just come and join our party. And if you want to get tickets, you go to www.womeninlocalization.com/15, the number, anniversary. And if you just go to our homepage, it's there. There is a banner there. You can click and get tickets that way.
Yeah, and just one thing, you mentioned Lock World 50, but if someone did not attend Lock World 50, but they're in the city or they're around, they can still go and they can still get tickets to go to Women in Lock and attend to your party, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect.
Yes, these two are not connected. We just try to plan it so that those people who are already traveling from overseas to attend Lock World can finish the evening with an awesome Women in Localization party.
That's great. Okay, well, I think we came to like the end of the interview. Eva, sorry. Is there anything else you would like to share with our audience today?
Yes. We wanted to express our huge thanks to especially all of our volunteers, literally hundreds of women who have helped us make the organization what it is today and bring it to the point where we are today. The three of us had lots of great ideas and have been working on this tirelessly for 15 years, but we could have never achieved that without them. And I also want to thank all of our sponsors, whether current or past. We couldn't have done that without their sponsorship, without the ability to invest into necessary infrastructure, and also our partners who have partnered with us and offered some amazing services to the members of our organization. So thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone who has helped make Women in Localization the success it is today. Please join us in celebrating that success because it's yours as well as ours.
That's great. Anna, Silvia, anything to add?
I want to also thank our members because they trust us, they keep coming back, and they make us relevant. They make us want to do more and be what we are today. So thank you.
And I also always like to thank Eva and Silvia. We've been at this for 15 years, you know, choosing different boards and looking at what programs we need to run. And it's been the life of so much innovation and so many twists and turns that we couldn't have seen. And so this 15th is really a celebration, right? To all the work, the friendship, as Eva was saying, the incredible community of volunteers that we have and all the members that we have around the world. And I think doing it on the week of Lock World is perfect because a lot of people are in town that usually wouldn't be, right? So yeah, go get a ticket. Women in Localization.
And I would like to thank you, the three of you, for all your work, for everything you do, because me as a global events manager, as a woman, and as being part of VistaTalks, you have no idea the amount of requests that I get weekly, monthly from like employees at VistaTalks requesting to attend the events that you guys handle.
That's wonderful.
That you guys organize, letting me know, hey, I've seen this in the Women in Localization page. Can I please register? Can you register me? Can we do something? So that means people are looking at you. They want to attend your events. So I want to thank you for that, because all that that work that you guys are doing, really, I want you to know that it is helping lots of people. And I thank you for that.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us back.
Thank you. Anytime. Well, that's the end of today with Silvia, Anna, and Eva. Please make sure to tune in again to see or to listen to the next VistaTalks show, where we will be discussing more interesting topics with interesting people from all around the world. And do not forget to get your ticket for the Women in Localization 15th anniversary. See you later.
All right.
Bye.